Hi, everybody.
Hello, everyone. You may have noticed a second voice here today. This is the great Sacha. He was my partner.
During this exhausting gaming event.
Yes, this is the guy that spent a whole month staying at my place this summer just to play Shin Megami Tensei.
What a month it was, indeed. Horrible. I think that was the most game over screens I ever seen in a month.
Yeah, and the most alcohol drank to cope with the game over screens.
It was a necessity. It was a necessity. The alcohol, if you can do this without the alcohol, congratulations. Seriously.
In our part today, I must warn you in advance, we will die about 3 times and we will not make any progress. So welcome. Enjoy the ride.
A ride to doom 3 times, in fact.
You can't even skip these cutscenes, you know?
Yeah, which is kind of frustrating because they make you lose quite a lot of time if you add them.
Yeah. Just the dying makes you lose a lot of time.
Yeah, and builds up frustration.
Because this is not so bad, you know? It's just you play for 5 minutes and then you die. Later on in the game we will be losing about an hour.
Half an hour.
An hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the drop of the hat, you know? Always losing so much time. Sometimes, some days we would just like actually have progressed about an hour and we would be playing for 12.
Yeah, and that's the whole ballsy thing of this game. If you don't have the balls, you won't progress in the game as well. If you game over one time too many and you shut the thing off, you will never ever play the game again. Because in fact we've been playing for quite a while now. I mean, we've got hours of footage, and yet even we aren't, I think, halfway through the game right now.
Because we are doing this without looking at a walkthrough and we have not played the game before, so we're basically doing this blind in LP terminology.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks because we've lost a lot of hours just trying to figure out what we were supposed to do with that particular boss.
Yeah, every boss was just a grind fest, looking for his strengths and his weaknesses, trying to minimize our weaknesses to his attacks, and just trying to manipulate the boss battle in such a manner without a walkthrough that it would become possible to do it. Like if a guy attacks with force attacks all the time, we should get about 2 or 3 even anti-force demons in our party, just so he could just lose his turns. We would just try to abuse the press turn system and try to limit his amount of turns and maximize ours, and that cost us a lot of time to figure out for every boss.
Yeah, and we kind of made a mistake here by trying to talk to the thing, and then it critted us, and then we died. We did.
Welcome to our second game over screen. Bing! Number 2.
I won't even start to count these things.
Yeah, that's another gimmick I will be adding in this Let's Play to make it a little bit more unique. I will be counting, keeping track of every game over we have, and then at the end, if it's less than 1,000, I think you guys should call us the Kings of RPG. No, I think you should call us the Kings of RPG just when we finish, either way.
Either way, indeed. I think personally, if we surpass 1,000 game over screens, I think we could have played this game twice on the normal difficulty.
More than twice.
Yeah.
So right now on the memory card we have about 60 hours saved, or 65 hours even. In actual footage time we've got about 120 hours, well 115, somewhere along those lines.
So we can talk quite a lot now. But I won't be joining every session because I've got other obligations. So.
Yes. However, I will try to get one part every few parts with Sacha, because he is, of course, as much responsible for the final product as you, as I am. I mean.
And yet here we are again with these two things.
Yeah, we'll be trying to talk to them, which fails, and they critical us, and then...
Yeah, we die. And at this part we didn't actually figure out what most of the HUD meant, like the moon.
Yeah, what's
it
the moon?
Called? The Kakatsui? I can't remember.
The Kagatsu... Kagatsushi. Kagatsushi? Magatsuhi.
Yeah. Magatsui, that's the red stuff, right?
Yeah, the red stuff. The menstruation.
Yeah, we tried not to heal up here. In fact, because we wanted to save our healing items, because we kind of figured that we would need those a lot more
later on
in the game. Yes.
And indeed, we did need those items so badly, because this game is brutal. Of course, you guys all know that this game on hard, there's a few differences. Like, enemies do double damage on you, so basically my health is cut in half, and prices are tripled in shops. So every item you buy, I could have bought 3 on normal, which is unbearable if you think about it. Like, even buying a minor potion or a healing item or a resurrection item like a Phoenix Down, or at least the equivalent of it, it costs you a fortune. So for every item you spend in this game, you really have to think, do I really need to use this item? And of course you will be taking risk in an effort to conserve your items, because you know you can win a battle relatively easy, but you will be bankrupt, and you're gonna need your money to buy Magatama, which are basically that's the form of equipment you have in your game here. Instead of armor and a weapon, you get a Magatama, which increases your stats and gives you a weakness and a strength, which is an interesting concept. It's nice and simple, and it allows you to manipulate your character's properties just in the right way for boss battles to become a very strategic thing, which is nice. Don't get me wrong, I am a great fan of the Final Fantasy RPGs, which is generally acknowledged to be the most popular and the most stereotypical JRPG out there. However, with these additions to the game, I think Atlus makes better RPGs than Square Enix.
And by the way, this is our 3rd game over now.
3rd game over,
yeah. Hooray for that.
So thanks for sticking with us. Again, this week we will be having another keyword battle. So basically the rules of the contest are as follows. If basically whenever a video is not as plot heavy as it could be, like this video, there is a contest where I will say a keyword, and if you type this keyword in your in the text comment, you will win the contest of the video, and you will get an honorable mention in the next video, which is a very small prize. But we are not millionaires,
so we can really give you anything.
I would send you
to our regret
a bag of potato chips or a box of chocolates, but
and the chocolate here is quite good.
Yes, we live in Belgium, we have the best chocolate in the world.
Even if we say so ourselves.
Yeah, people will say it.
Yeah.
For us, we don't need to. So the keyword of today is cube.
Cube. C-U-B-E.
Cube.
Good movies, in fact, as well.
Yes.
I enjoy those. So, now back to the fighting. Those two things again.
Are you tired of these enemies? Well, so were we.
Imagine, just imagine.
Yeah, imagine putting in a game you've never played before, but you are an experienced gamer and you know, this is the tutorial. Basically, this is the cave that will teach me how to play the game, and this is the place that I can't die in. And this game, this part of the game totally massacres us.
Yeah, that was a kind of a setback there.
Yeah. However, at this point we were still laughing because we didn't understand the full scope of the game, and
Yeah.
we were just laughing our ass off at how we were getting our asses kicked. By the time we reached the Matador, however, things changed.
Rapidly.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. You'll see that in parts later on the game, how many time that we spent with the Matador. That was unbelievable. Seriously.
In real time, we spent about 4 days worth of grinding and trying him over and over again, just to redefine ourselves, basically, because we had to shape our party completely to the Matador's wishes. And just when we thought we had him beat, when all of our demons were resistant or repellent or whatever to force, we reach phase 2 of the Matador.
And he totally kicks our ass again.
Yeah, there's...
That's more physical based.
Physical,
I think.
yeah, Andalusia. But
Oh,
we'll
goddamn.
get into that when the time is right. We shouldn't jump ahead because that is
We
still
shouldn't spoil.
light years away.
Which is in fact a distance.
Yeah, I was talking in distance because we still have a lot of running to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, if you think about it,
Yeah, it's
can't even
unbelievable.
remember. It's a very good game. Even on hard, I've had a lot of fun with it.
And did you see that? The little guy was laughing his ass off.
Yeah.
Just there.
Ah, you guys are here again. We're about to die, and the video is about to end.
So you can watch and hear us in the next part. But first we have to die again. Yeah, laugh. You laugh.
He's laughing his ass off and we're dead. Of course, at the time, as he said, we were laughing as well.
And this was number 4.
In the next part, we will be advancing a few fights, and hopefully, I'm not sure, if time permits, we may actually reach the next checkpoint. Thank
Yeah,
you
that could be.
sticking with us.
Yeah, thank you.
So type cube and win a prize.
But first we have to die again. Yeah, laugh. You laugh.
He's laughing his ass off and we're dead. Of course, at the time, as he said, we were laughing as well.